It's just the fact that you build high expectations from other people, especially expectations that you cannot meet yourself. It's just the fact that the moment you see people, like them, love them, you begin to see them as God, forgetting that they are human beings. You begin to expect perfection, paint pictures in your head, illusions that don't exist. It's the fact that when you say you love people, you place them in some sort of way that make you hurt yourself and play the victim card. Oh baby, you promise you're not gonna cheat on me. Oh baby, you promise you're gonna. Oh, that's a promise. I have told you times without number that what God uses to humble humanity is mistake, is disappointment, is imperfection. The day we become perfect, that means we've taken God's power. It is only God that doesn't fail you. What am I trying to say? All this love, boo-ha-ha, fights, crazy, we are all screaming. It's just mere expectation. The fact that we feel that somebody is supposed to do this for us and they did not do it, or they did not remember, or they do something else. If people are too perfect, fear them. Fear that man or that woman that is so smooth like a snake. Fear that man or that woman that is so smooth, they barely sneeze, they don't even cough around your presence, they're always composed 24 hours. There's something fishy. You know people love you and you love them when they become free with you. They allow you see their flaws and their imperfections, because it's when people allow you see their flaws and imperfection you can be able to know if you're going to deal with it. The real meaning of deception is the fact that I hid a certain part of me and refused to show it to you, and the moment I got into a relationship with you or I got married to you, I started seeing that thing. That is deceit. But I actually want to talk to my beautiful women. A lot of you women just enjoy men deceiving you. I don't know if you're desperate or it's your biological clock. Sometimes these men show you who they are, but you pretend not to see them. So you keep asking them questions and they do not know how to come forward and tell you, I don't want this again, because they don't want you to feel bad. And because of the kind of person you are, there's some women that cannot take rejection. They will go to any length. So some men will be trying to coin it in a different way, give you different attitude. You know he's tired of the relationship, but you keep sticking your neck and expecting that he's going to change. The man is not the problem. You are the problem. Your expectations is the problem. That's the reason why when you want to choose a partner, you need to choose somebody that is teachable. That is my first number one language when couples come for therapy. Teachable. Someone that can be able to unlearn. Someone that doesn't have a conk mentality. When you meet people who have a static and conk mentality, that's where it becomes a problem. Because they always want to live by that. But you cannot have a conk mentality, because things evolve. Things change. If your mentality is conk, you might not be able to survive in this world. You must be able to unlearn, relearn, adjust. In my place, they will say, Giga eba na eliede, solofa liede. When you go to where they are eating cocoyam, you eat cocoyam. When you go to where they are eating rice, you eat rice. You need to learn to adjust, both in relationship and marriage. When you marry people, sometimes in marriages, you think that they have changed. My wife didn't used to be like this. My husband didn't used. They did not change. They grew. You guys need to understand the difference between change and growth. What I used to like 5 years ago, I might not like it now because I'm older, I'm watching my weight, I'm diabetic. There are some things I used to like 5, 6, 7 years ago when you know me. I no longer like it now. It doesn't mean that I've changed or I don't love you anymore. It's the fact that we need to keep adjusting as we grow. We don't want some things we used to want in the past. We want something new. As we grow, we don't want to be partying, clubbing, smoking, drinking, living all those lives. We now want to live a quiet life. It doesn't mean that we are boring. Some men will say, my wife used to be hot, my wife used to be that. Growth just makes sometimes this noise, you don't want it. You just want to live a simple life. and be able to think, relax, and reflect. There are some women that don't want to go out, they don't want to go and party, they just want to be at home with their men, watching Netflix and bonding. There are some women that love to party. But this thing comes with growth. When people begin to evolve, and that's the reason why you need to pay attention to your partner. You cannot know anybody because they will continue to evolve. No matter how much you think you know your partner or you know your loved one, you don't know them. They'll bring in different characters. Why? This character is not because they don't love you. This character simply means they are evolving, they are changing. I used to like pink. And when you buy me pink, I'll say, baby, I don't like pink anymore. Buy me gray. And you say I've changed. No, I've not changed. I just feel that pink is not for me anymore. I prefer dull colors now because of I'm getting to some certain age. I don't want to be looking flashy like a small girl. Somebody like me right now, I'm very picky when it comes to clothes. I'll be like, I don't want anything too flowery or too, it makes it look a bit childish. Yes. It is even recently I started wearing colored hair. Normally, I don't used to like anything colored, anything shouty. It wasn't I started wearing colored hair, just like I'm wearing on this video. Everybody said, colored hair looks good on you. I love black. I can have up to 15 black hair. But as I started, rocking colored hair was looking nice. I began to evolve. Can we please reduce our expectations? These people you are dating are not God, and they can never be God, no matter how you try. They are human, they will cheat, a lot of things are going to happen. I will repeat myself again. That verse in the Bible, 70 times 7 times, is not meant for your enemy, because your enemy cannot offend you 70 times 7 times. If they offend you once, you avoid them. It is only your loved ones, your mother, your father, your relatives, your kids, your husband, your wife. Those are the people that can offend you, and you look at them and you do, if you're outsider, do this thing, Your expectations are the problem. I had to also work on myself. I used to be like you. I used to expect a man to do this. I used to expect a man to do that. What did I do? To make relationship easy for me, I started building myself. Because you know what crazy thing about expectation? When you expect so much from people, you forget yourself. Even when they change and adjust, you will not notice, because you already feel like you're perfect, that there's nothing for you to change. Everybody has a flaw. Just because the other person is not complaining like you doesn't mean you don't have something you need to adjust. I've said it before, all of us have that bad character. That thing people call bad character is our weaknesses. Sometimes it could be that you talk too much when you're angry, you can say things. It could be that when you're angry, you're aggressive, you can be brutal. All those things are our weaknesses. Some people, their weaknesses is women. They can't see a woman and remove their eye. It's a weakness. So when you want to date people, these are the things you need to find out before saying, I love you, I love you. Can you tolerate these weaknesses? Can you be there with them to be able to adjust? Because this thing called character is like drugs. It's an addiction. People will not just wake up and change their attitude. It's already a pattern. It's already a way of life. It's like waking up to brush your teeth in the morning. So when you see these patterns and you see this character, all you to ask yourself is, can I stay? Do I love this person enough to be patient for them to be able to readjust? A lot of people want to adjust, but it doesn't happen bang, bang, bang. It takes time and time and time before they begin to, come back to normal. That's what love and relationship is about. I don't know who is talking to you. I don't know what they're telling you is happening in love, relationship, and marriage. That place is not a playground. It's a place for serious-minded people. It's a place for strong people with strong mental health. It's a place for people with understanding. A lot of you are going into marriage, you don't know jack about marriage. You just want to wear 2 rings on your finger and make noise on the media and wear wedding dress. It's time for you to begin to dig. Marriage is so much work, both from the man and from the woman. Because if we're talking about tolerance, it's not easy. Because you'll be swallowing something that you do not like. Tolerance is like bitter leaf. You'll be chewing it, you'll be squeezing your face, but it's medicinal. Can we reduce our expectation? If you reduce your expectation, that's when you're going to enjoy relationship and marriage, because everything will become magical to you. Trust me. I love you guys.